Um, okay, everyone. Sorry for the rather impromptu stream. But I just realised that today, the 27th of August, 2020, is Final Fantasy XIV's 7th anniversary, and the Rising event has started. They actually were doing a screenshot contest for this, where the top 1,000 screenshots for each region would get a special physical print of their screenshot. And I remembered because I just received an email from Square Enix saying that my screenshot got into the selection. So, yes, I'm so happy, and as a result, I realised that the Rising event has started today, and we should probably go check that out, and it would be the perfect time to stream this and give my fresh reaction to everyone. So, let's log on in to Chaos Omega. Oh, I love this music so much. To be honest, while we're at it, I should probably actually make my winning screenshot the chat cover. Let's see if we can add that in as an image while we are logging in. Okay, let's have a look. Go in here and upload the file. I do take a lot of screenshots in this game, so sort by date. Did take this a little while ago now. For this stuff, there it is. Pretty sure it was this one I selected. Oh, so this was the entry I submitted. So let's just scroll that to an appropriate chat cover size. Go. And we can get rid of the old one. And there's our nice new chat cover. Is that a little bit big or nope? There we go. Just the right size. Perfect. Oh, and people are jumping at me in game. Better say hi to everyone. Oh gosh, I'm being showered with money. Oh, and we've both died already. Oh man. Oh. Well. Really? Really, Mian? Just gonna squat right on my head. Okay, let's do a little dance, make a little noise, get down tonight. Do. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Flick to my dancer glam. Okay. Now then, I'm assuming like last time, Rising will be an older. So let's go check there. haven't actually looked it up, to be honest. So, let's see. Okay. Still remember doing the 5th Rising and getting my pair of White Raven earrings and Calamatologist title. Well, judging by the large number of people over here, I'm guessing this is the Rising stuff. Ooh. Crystals. Crystals everywhere. And a stage with many half-naked bunnies on it. Wait, that music. Hold on, I'm turning the stream volume up. Answers is playing. So, for anyone who wasn't playing this game back in 1.0, I wasn't, but I've done a lot of research on it. This was playing right when they closed the servers. Oh, I don't think it'll pick up on the camera, but I've got goosebumps. I've got shivers from this playing. Okay, let's do this. Here's the quest giver. Appears to be, oh, if I can zoom my camera in, this Mikote here in a waistcoat. Ooh, wait, is that a waistcoat with a cravat? I want that. I want that jacket. Walk free, walk free. Just pull this over here so it's not being covered by my chat cover. So the centrepiece of this year's Rising festivities is a work of art courtesy of Jiben Tia, who hopes to foster goodwill among the citizens of Uldar. We've got the original Final Fantasy XIV Online logo. Hello there! Okay, so we're doing an exhibition. Oh! Going in a cutscene, so I'll just hide the chat cover while we're in here. I'll read it out. So he says, it's taken me a while to reach this point in my career, and this is actually my first public showing. I was wondering if it's not too much of a bother if I might give you a brief explanation of the subject matter. Oh, he also does art. Aww, it's a tear after my own heart. Just like Graha tear, to be honest. Oh, I think it's dawn in game. Then pray, my good lady, cast your eyes at yonder pane. 'Twas the final days before the fall of Dalamud, its inexorable approach foretelling our impending doom. Panic spread like wildfire, while many in their desperation turned on the Sultanate. Looting and rioting broke out across Uldar. To quell the masses, Her Royal Majesty, Nanamo ul Namo, took to the streets with a guard consisting of only 7 subjects, for they alone had the courage to stand with their sultana. There she addressed the rabble. So it looks like we've got Pippin, the Cocos from the Thaumaturgers Guild. Oh, don't ask me to name them. Cocobase, Cocobugo, Cocobuki, Cocobigo. So many Cocos. Heed me, my beloved citizens. The realm lies upon the brink of the 7th Umbral Era. Yet so long as we live, we must not forget our compassion. Now is not the time to take from your neighbour, but to proffer him in the hand of succour. She was determined not to let the city that the immortal flames were risking their lives to defend tear itself apart in their absence. Her words brought the people to their senses. They laid down their arms and set about healing the wounds they themselves had inflicted on Uldar. Thanks to Her Majesty's impassioned speech, those who returned from the battlefield found their home much as they had left it, a gleaming jewel in the desert. It all seems so long ago. To see the place today, you'd think that people had entirely forgotten her words that day. The same hands that were once proffered in succour now grasp greedily at every last coin, even if it means one's fellow man must go hungry. It's times like these that we must remind ourselves of the sacrifices of those who came before us, which is why the Rising Festival is of such profound importance. I draw inspiration from Her Majesty's deeds all those years ago, and through my work, perhaps others might do the same. It seems rather poignant given everything that's been going on in the world at the moment, with a lot of people feeling divided and having their lives completely turned upside down. Perhaps this is good timing for this event. Dear me, I'd better stop before I'm overcome with emotion. There are in fact matters to which I must yet attend, and if I'm not mistaken, you're an adventurer, yes? I've something you might be able to help me with if you're willing. In addition to having my stained glass on display, it's been arranged that a wandering minstrel give a recital as part of the festivities. I'm looking to gather as many spectators as possible, but I fear I'll struggle to cover the necessary ground by myself. Perhaps you could give me a hand? If I remember risings in years gone past, that wandering minstrel might be a certain someone whose name begins with Y. "12 bless you, madam. I plan to hand out these flyers, and with 2 of us we'll be able to reach twice the number of people in the same span of time." If you'd be so kind as to look for potential attendees around the steps of Thal, I'll head for the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Let's meet there when you're done. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I'm getting shivers again from the music. Right, check cover back up. Especially need that chat cover. You guys don't want to know what I just saw and say there. But whoever this person is from Ragnarok, I'm judging you very hard right now. Okay. Diffuse kit. Oh. Okay, oh, it's skipping cutscene. Or at least it was. There is a player on this data center called Skipping Cutscene. I love them so much. He said we get the steps of Thal, don't we? Okay, through, and we need to do Gold Court. Miners Guild. Weaver's Guild. So... say nearest one is port to the Gladiators Guild. Oh man, all this stuff that looks like it is a player I know. Well, sort of, that I'm friends with. Right, let me just give them a little hug. Aww. And finally, we'll pet the Popoto. And then I shall bid them a farewell. Oh! And then jump up and down a few times, just for good measure. Okay. And now off we dash. So I need to put to the Gladiators Guild, because that will be the fastest way over. Shadowbleak Unspoken. Edgy name. Okay. This way. Dum, da da dum, dum, dum. And there's the music again. Oh. Yoshi P, why? Why do you have to give me shivers like this? Seriously. Why? Obviously affluent citizen. Hello there. Yes? Right. Let's have a look at what this says. Pressed Art of Glass. Considering that it is designed to advertise an art exhibition, this fly strangely does not include any illustrations. Perhaps Gibbontier was unwilling to compromise his artistic vision by working with such humdrum materials as paper. Oh gosh. Okay. That does sound rather intriguing. If it's the same minstrel my associates have mentioned on occasion, I'd best go and see what all the fuss is about. I hear he's rather talented. I think someone's blowing their own trumpet there. Okay. Was that melon soda just got past? It was. Okay, yeah, we can just sprint around here, it's not far. This track, Sultana Dreaming, is one of my all-time favourites in this game. Ooh, noticeably dusty citizen. Are you by any chance a miner? Got something you want digging up? Nope. Just handing this over. Can't say I'm much of an expert when it comes to music and fine art, but it ain't often a bloke like me gets a chance to sample the high life. I'd be a fool to miss it. Aww. Alright, mate. And this way we go. Past the blue mage stuff. Round here. To the eminently approachable citizen. Wearing... is that the new dress off the Mog Station? I think that is the new dress off the Mog Station. Being lovingly modelled in game for us, so we can drop some money on it. I do want it though. And the new 4-seater mount. Which, to be honest, is a really good thing, because I think the only other 4-seater mount in the game so far is the four-seater car from the FF15 crossover, which I did, but for anyone who started after, or who wasn't playing at that time, who just didn't get it, you're kind of locked out of four-seater mounts because that one's not on the MOG station at the moment. So, I mean, while it sucks that they have to hand over real money for it, at least they can get a four-seater mount. Stained glass, depicting the Sultana herself, no less. I've always been a loyal supporter of hers, and it would be remiss of me to pass up such an opportunity. I shall be sure to attend. Okay, let's just check the journal real quick. So what does this actually say? Art of glass. Move this. Yeah. In the process of publicising the Rising's special attractions, you meet several members of the Uldan citizenry. While they come from various walks in life, they are all keen to savour the delights on offer and agree to attend. You then make for the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, where you've arranged to meet Jib and Tia. So previously it says, the Rising Festival is known for bringing a splash of colour to Uldar each year. On this occasion, a work of fine art in stained glass serves as the focal point, and its creator, Jib and Tia, is on hand to explain his inspiration. He's chosen to depict one of the pivotal moments in Uldan history prior to the calamity, in which Nanamo ul Namo addressed the rioting masses, imploring them to put aside their grievances and instead cooperate for the greater good. To accompany the artwork, a wandering minstrel of great renown is due to give a recital to commemorate the event, and Jib and Tia would like you to help distribute flyers to drum up as large a crowd as possible. Please note that you will not be able to complete this quest after the seasonal event is ended. For details, please check the lodestone. Okay, and he's right over there. Might as well just run down Pearl Lane, to be honest. Oh. There we go. Oh, there's a disgruntled merchant there. Aston, who appears to be wearing the male UMOG station outfit, if I'm not mistaken. And here's Jib and Tia. All done? Much appreciated, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem. I was in the process of handing a flyer to this gentleman when my friend Aston showed up out of the blue. As chance would have it, these two chaps are previously acquainted. They do not appear to be on particularly good terms. Let's see. But how am I supposed to pay you back if the amount keeps going up? If you'd coughed up the money on the day we originally agreed, there wouldn't be so much interest to pay. You've only got yourself to blame. But Aston, if your interest rates weren't so high, perhaps he'd have been able to pay you back by now. I'm not saying you should wipe the slate clean, but surely you can come to a compromise. All I want is for him to honour our agreement. What's wrong with that? Besides, I've held up my side of the bargain, so why do I have to be the one to compromise? But let's say I give you the benefit of the doubt that you genuinely lack the means to pay me back. I'll grant you 1 week's extension, but if you still don't have the money by then, there'll be consequences. Only a week? Alright, you damn vulture, you'll get your gill. Then I'll be rid of you for good. I'm sad to say that such incidents are part of everyday life in Uldar. Someone in financial difficulty sees a moneylender as the answer to their woes, like an oasis in the desert. But it's only a mirage, an illusion of salvation, leading them into even greater debt. Then again, many debtors will borrow money without any intention of paying it back, relying on an endless stream of short-term solutions. I hope that those who look upon my art will remember the words of the Sultana, and seek to help, rather than exploit one another. Those two chaps you saw arguing just now would benefit from it, I'm sure. You know, Aston wasn't always like that. He's picked me up when I was down more times than I can count. We both grew up on the streets of Uldar with no one to turn to but each other. The only reason I'm even here today, making a living as an artist of all things, is because of Aston and his talent for business. With a few words and a couple of handshakes, he could turn a gill into a gold mine. But as the years passed, it became an obsession. No matter how much coin he made, it was never enough. I wish he'd realised there's more to life than personal gain, but nothing I say gets through to him. That's part of the reason why I turned to stained glass art in the first place. It can express my inner thoughts far better than words ever could. Well, my words at any rate. Oh, goodness, I do apologise. You must think I'm an awful bore to rope you into helping, only to bombard you with complaints and sob stories. But enough of that. It's high time I returned to the exhibition and prepared for the arrival of the minstrel. I wonder if we're going to get some, like, Ebenezer Scrooge type thing here.
We're actually printing them out.
Okay. There we go. Let's just check the journal again before. So it says. So just check we haven't missed one. So it's you spot Giventir in the midst of bustling market, though it appears that trouble is brewing. His friend Aston, a moneylender, is engaged in a heated argument with a local merchant, and it falls to Giventir to defuse the situation. The artist explains that disputes such as these are precisely the reason why he chose the subject matter for his stained glass art, with Aston a prime example of one whose compassionate side is overshadowed by his obsession with turning a profit. The two of you agree to meet back at the Ruby Road Exchange to prepare to receive the attendees for the Rising celebrations. Okay, so let's turn this quest in. Ah, there you are. I hate to say this, but we've run into a slight problem. And by slight problem, I actually mean rather a huge catastrophe. So huge, in fact, I need a moment to compose myself. While I'm loath to impose on you any further, I've a feeling I may need your help again, or at least some moral support. Okay. That's that one. I had to complete other quests. Rising. Here we go. Upon your return, you find Giventir decidedly crestfallen as a group of children look on sheepishly. Your new acquaintance is struggling to find the words to explain precisely what has happened, but it is clear he would benefit from your moral support. Can't really see the children here, from the bunny girls and the other players, but I imagine that there are apparently children here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Thanks to the person in the lady in the chocobo head. Let's just have a quick drink before we carry on. Okay. So our rewards for this are a wind-up Ardbert. What he lacks in size, he makes up for in heart, and his disproportionately large axe. And the Sultana 7, a faithful recreation of the stained glass artwork that adorned the main stage at Uldar's Rising Festival. A historic moment when Nanamo Ulnamo and her 7 most trusted followers confronted a baying crowd and restored peace to the city is captured in all its glory. For aesthetic reasons, however, the artist has wisely chosen not to include the angry mob. So, glass from the past. Jib and Tia's heart is not the only thing that is broken. Oh shit, they broke the thing, didn't they? I bet the kids broke the thing. Alright, enough panicking. It's time for decisive action. While we were out distributing flyers, these children were a little overzealous when it came to admiring my artwork. It seems they were unaware of the look but don't touch rule that normally applies to these things, and, well, it fell on the floor and shattered. Okay. What will you say? So either this calls for 6 of the best, no, their punishment must be more severe, or I suggest staging a play based on the same scene. I'll be Nanimo. Let's be Nanimo. I suggest staging a play of the same name. I'll be Nanimo. Not the first thought that crossed my mind, I must admit. The recital is due to begin any moment now, so the only viable option is to repair the smashed pane as best we can. I think that with a little adhesive here and there, the spectators will hardly notice the cracks. Unfortunately, I don't have any to hand at present. While I run off to fetch some bonding agent from the alchemist's guild, perhaps you could try piecing the broken glass back together? Don't worry, I'll show you how it's done. Oh joy. Are you ready to begin? Okay, he's handed over the goods. Okay, the following controls can be used to repair the stained glass. Default settings. Move cursor left, move cursor right, select piece, place piece is left click, and right click is cancel selection. Oh. That's just that. Oh, move this over here, pop that back. Okay, let's have a go at this then. Okay, so they do automatically rotate. If I remember, Pippin was here somewhere? Yep. This one's down here. Yep. I think that one went there. There. That one will go there. That's that one. That fits there. That's... that goes there. That's the back of the thing. I like this. This fun little thing. Okay. There's his ear. I like that this actually is quite a few little pieces. Some of them are very tiny. It's a bit more tricky to sort of predict. Although not too challenging, at least. No, it goes there. And the auto detection seems to be pretty good. I almost wish we had some rotation controls, though. Because this is a tiny bit too easy with it auto-rotating itself to the correct orientation. So that will go there, and that will go there. Success! Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Complete. Okay. Oh, let's check what the journal has to say. Current. Blast from the past. So, in Jibentia's absence, the stained glass that he had so painstakingly created has been accidentally shattered by a group of children who got a little too close to the exhibit. With the opening of the Rising festivities fast approaching, the only viable option is to piece together the artwork as best you can before the spectators arrive. And then it says, with your gift for solving puzzles, the stained glass art is restored to more or less its original state. Once Jibentia has glued the reassembled shards into the frame, his work will be ready to be put on display once more. Yes, that's perfect. With a few dabs of adhesive, it'll be as good as new. Well, almost. It should certainly suffice for the time being, though. Go into a cutscene.